postgraduates, striving postgraduates of English TRB examination. Greetings to all of you. Welcome to the French School of English for preparing for the PGTRB English examination. French School of English is a wonderful driving platform for you to jump into and swim across the swimming pool that is PGTRB English examination. I have prepared this material for public view as if I were appearing for the examination. Hope you will be satisfied and much benefited. Be with me until the last. Don't hesitate to make your suggestions, comments and clarifications. You can be free to contact by your own possible means. Please be with me until the last. Macbeth, short questions. Who was the King of Scotland? Duncan. Why was Macbeth held in great esteem throughout Scotland? For his great valor and skill in wars. Who was the thane of Glamis? Macbeth. Who stopped Macbeth and Banquo while they were returning from the battlefield? 3 witches. How did the witches look like? Unearthly creatures with hair bands, withered skin, wild dress. Who saluted Macbeth as the thane of Glamis? The first witch. Who greeted Macbeth as the thane of Cawdor? The second witch. Who predicted that Macbeth will be the king of Scotland? The third witch. What did the witches tell Banquo? His successor would be the king. What was the effect of the prophecy on Macbeth? Entirely changed the course of Macbeth's life. What was the nature of Lady Macbeth? Evil-minded and extremely ambitious woman, who tried to convince Macbeth that the murder of Duncan was necessary step to the fulfillment of the prophecy. Lady Macbeth. What was the name of Macbeth's castle? Inverness. Who came a guest to the castle Macbeth? Duncan. Who came with Duncan to the castle of Macbeth? His 2 sons, thanes and numerous attendants. Who was too full of the milk of human kindness to murder the king, according to Lady Macbeth? Macbeth. Why did Lady Macbeth awake in the middle of the night to plot the murder of the king? Who went to the king's chamber with dagger? Lady Macbeth. Why did Lady Macbeth fail to kill Duncan, as the king resembled her father? Why did Macbeth hesitate to murder the king? He was a subject and close relative to the king. He accused Macbeth of cowardice and fickleness. Who accused Macbeth of cowardice and fickleness? Lady Macbeth. What did Macbeth visualize when he was advancing towards the king's bedchamber? A dagger hanging in the air. Why did Lady Macbeth stain the cheeks of the grooms with blood? In order to make it seem their groom. Who took refuge in the English court immediately after the murder of the king? Malcolm, the elder son of the king Duncan. Who fled to Ireland immediately after the death of King? Donalbain, the younger son of King Duncan. Who committed the regicide? Macbeth. Who was crowned as the King of Scotland after the death of Duncan? Macbeth. Why did Macbeth plan to kill Banquo and his son? To nullify the prediction of the witches. What was the name of the Banquo's son? What was the name of Banquo's son? Fleance. Why did Macbeth appoint hired assassins? Why did Macbeth appoint the hired assassins to murder Banquo and Fleance? Who managed to escape from the assassins? Fleance. What did Macbeth see in the banquet? A ghost of Banquo. Where did Banquo go sit? On his reserved seat. On Macbeth's reserved seat. Why did Lady Macbeth dismiss the guests from the banquet? Fearing the dreadful secret would be disclosed. Where did Macbeth find the witches for the second time? Near the heath. What were the witches doing? Cooking things for charms and huge cauldron. Who appeared before Macbeth like an armed head? The first head, a spirit. What did the first spirit tell Macbeth? Beware of the thane of faith. Who appeared before Macbeth like a bloody child? The second spirit. What did the second spirit tell Macbeth? To have no fear from man who was naturally born of woman's womb. Who appeared before Macbeth like a crowned child with a tea in his hand? The third spirit. What did the third spirit tell Macbeth? He would never be vanquished until the Birnam woods would move towards the Duncan. The Birnam wood was in a considerable distance from Duncan. Who was the thane of fife? Macduff. Who killed Macduff's wife and children? Macbeth. Why did Macduff flee to England? To join the army under Malcolm. Who was the sole partner in the wickedness of Macbeth? Lady Macbeth. Why did Lady Macbeth commit suicide? She was unable to bear the removals of guilt and public hatred. Who informed Macbeth that the Birnam woods was moving towards the castle? A messenger. Who instructed the soldiers to cut a branch and bear it from them? Macduff. Why did Macbeth lose confidence? To know that Macduff was ultimately untimely taken out from his mother's womb. Who severed Macbeth's head? Macduff. Whom did Macduff present the head of Macbeth? To Malcolm, the young and lawful king. Thank you. Thank you very much. These are the short, very important short questions I prepared for you. Please don't forget to subscribe, and you can have many more. You can collect many more short questions like these if you go through the total summary. Please be with me. Thank you.